Okay guys, I am back. It's been a very long time. Let's hop right into it. So today we're going to be looking at the insane category, and the first preset here is this noisy bastard called Battleship. So I'm just going to first tweak that threshold setting, just so I can give myself some peace and quiet. Let's have a look. Yeah. And at a more normal range. That's excellent. As a first preset, I can't imagine anything that's more typical, genty, a little bit of that rhythm tone that's available on the bridge. I'm just going to grab a little bit of the lead and see what's going to happen if I put my guitar in the neck position. That's awesome. So the neck pickup still retains that roundness, but it's not, incredibly overbearing. It's not muddy. It's still retaining a lot of that low-mid warmth that we do want to have from a neck pickup, but the bridge is still incredibly, incredibly bright. So it gives us that bite that we really, really want, which is so typical of this end of the metal spectrum, or at least the distortion that we associate. So it comes to the gate. You'll probably notice that at the very start there, I pull the threshold up. A lot of these presets come with the threshold already at nil, such that you can tweak it upwards to taste. It's got a booster with an amp, tread plate, standard 212, or in this case, 112, with an SM57 right down the center. There's a bypass, delay, and reverb, indubitably for solo work. Okay, black hole. Let's have a look. We've got a bypass pitch filter. We've got gate. Let's pull that up a little bit. Pitch filter. Oh, looks like there'll be a lower octave available. Standard amp. Again, tread plate slightly off center. Then we've got a delay and a compressor. Looks pretty straightforward. Well, that octave isn't doing me very, very well in terms of my chord work, so let's just play only single notes for a little bit. Let's pull that threshold down. We may need a little bit more bottom end to the dynamics. Reasonably believable. I wouldn't really call this so much insane as simply mildly crazy. It's not all the way balls to the wall insanity, but I can see how you could push it. I'm not complaining, really. Breaking heart. Okay, wow, we've got quite a few things here. We've got an auto wah. Oh, right, someone's going to be happy about that. We've got a gate again, chorus, that's bypass. A 5153, I'm assuming that's based off of the PV or Laney amps. And then we've got a greenback 25, slightly off center. Boosted lows and high mids. Slightly dipped highs. And bypass delay with a reverb. Looks like this would suit a lead tone already. Awesome, I genuinely really like that. Let's keep moving. We have chopper. A gate. Oh, I'm going to pull that threshold up. There we go, got some quiet now. A bit of a compressor with switch axe lead, quite a lot of gain on that one. A slightly dipped bass, mid slightly dipped, treble and presence are all there. We've got fairly off-center on the mic, standard SM57 though, with a bypass delay and reverb. Let's look at the rhythm tone first. That is a lot of gain. That is insane amount of gain. Oh, geez. Very, very biting, and I'm quite surprised that it is so biting, despite it being fairly off-center. That treble and presence is really doing wonders on this amp. Let's have a look at the delay and reverb, and try it out with a neck pickup. Yeah, wow. That's really awesome. As far as a lead tone goes, that's instantaneous. Love it. Cowboy from Heaven. Wow, okay, that's a lot of noise right off the bat. Let's grab that gate, put it in. Love it, awesome. Okay, what have we got? Chorus, TS808. EQ, bypassed, there's nothing on it. Slayer King. Okay, then. 3 guesses which band this is inspired by. Slightly off-center with a bypassed delay and reverb. Let's have a look at what this sounds like. I don't know if anything I played there was Slayer-like, but that was quite excellent. I really enjoyed that. That had a lot of treble to it. I can see that being used as a sub-amp in any of my mixes. So if you guys don't know what a sub-amp is, I usually will quad or even hex track my guitars, and I'll use different tones depending on the kind of material that, or the kind of like large stack of sound that I'm going for. This is partially inspired by such wall of sound writers like Devin Townsend and John Petrucci's methodology of going for that, you know, chocolate mud cake tone, but also in general aiming to get a slightly more full range of guitar tone, because the guitar tends to be very, very mid or mid-high, and when you emphasize the low mids a lot, it gets very muddy. So I tend to focus on trying to get a wide variety of tones, and this would be absolutely on the very, very upper end. This would be a very, very good B amp to balance against a more meaty, low mid oriented amp. Let's keep moving. Dark Soul. Let's pull up that threshold again. Okay, we've got a gate bypass pitch filter. Looks to be an octaver. TS808, tread plate, slightly dipped mids, and a bypass reverb. Looks to be pretty standard. Single note stuff, not so much. It doesn't quite have enough high mid or treble presence to really get it there, but for rhythm tone, I reckon. Absolutely. And I'm looking at this pitch filter. Let's chuck it on, see what happens. Put the reverb on it. Why not? Let's put this on the neck pickup. That's pretty awesome. I can't really hear too much of what that pitch filter is doing, but I'm definitely enjoying the reverb on top of all that. Let's keep moving. Earthquake. Oh wow, that's quite a lot of noise. TS808, Soldano, a lot of gain. Treble mid presence, okay then. Right down the center with an MT421 will be warm, but it'll still be very, very bright. A bit of a boost in the high and low. Slight dip in the mids. And then we've got standard bypass delay reverb. Yeah, I dig it. Absolutely dig it. It's a good, tight, very kind of bandsaw type sound. It's just very chunky. Awesome, and that delay and reverb suits it very well. The thing about a lot of these presets I really like is the fact that you are given so many options. I can take away this drive, take away this delay, and all of a sudden I've got something slightly cleaner. I can put it in the middle pickup, but it still has that reverb to it, so... So it has enough of a room sound to it that I can get by. And without that TS-808, it becomes more of a kind of like a classic rock or even a heavy rock sound. If I play some low material, it's just essentially still a heavy rock tone. So I'm genuinely really liking how like chunky and how tight these sounds are and how manipulable they are. You want to chuck something in? Sure. You want to take something out? No worries. Empire Warriors. Okay, we have a gate, we have a switch axe lead, and a greenback 25. As simple as it could possibly get. We also have a flanger that's bypassed, delay, and a reverb, which we shall investigate later on. Let's have a look at the bridge first. I think you guys can tell that I absolutely love this patch already. It is everything I need. It's bright, it's chunky, it's meaty, it's pingy, it does everything I need it to, all with my bridge pickup, which is exactly what I want. I don't want overcomplicated stuff. All I want is a patch that does its job. And it does it. It's adequately insane without being too over the top. I could see myself using this for ages. And let's look at this flanger. Let's look at this delay. Let's look at this reverb. I'm getting some serious septic flesh dimmable gear vibes, and that makes me very, very happy. That's excellent. Let's keep going. Holy drive. Well, I now have to play Dio, of course. Please don't sue me. We have a TS808, we have a standard amp, tread plate right down the center, very, very trebly, or at least it should be, and we've got a bypass delay with a compressor. Really as simple as it gets. So, look, that's honestly not my personal vibe. I'm more into a very bassy, high gain tone, but if you're looking for a lot of that bass duct tone with a bit more of mids and treble focus, that's your preset. Infinity Circle. We have a bypass auto wah, we have a gate, we have a drive. Sweet. On the darker side, we have our 5153, slightly darker in the center, bypass delay with a compressor. Yeah, it doth its job. Let's check out that auto wah and that delay, see what that does for me. Cool. I'm liking how the auto wah is not just attack oriented, it is actually quite evenly balanced, and it's not completely in my face. Let's have a look at Insane Fuse. Wow, this one's got quite a lot to it. We have our pitch shifter, we have our gate, an octaver. Really? Pitch shifter and octaver? It's probably for options. A tube screamer, a German fire. It's probably an angle fireball. Tread plate, slightly off center. Delay and comp. Yeah, let's check out that octaver. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I dig it, I dig it, I dig it. Okay, we're already getting really close to the end. Jump to hell. Holy crap, that's a lot of gain. Let's have a look. We've got a TS808 splitting out into 2 amps. We have a bunch of gain with a lot of ducts mids and a bunch of gain, but with all of the mids. Looks like they want to give us options. And we've got delay going back into greenback 25s, pretty much centered. And we've got a mixer balancing everything out, no panning. I think I'm really gonna like this one. I thought I'd like it more than that, I'll be perfectly honest. It seemed like it was trying to do 2 things at the same time, and look, honestly, I usually respect a healthy attempt at trying to do 2 things at the same time, but not when it results in the tone kind of sounding a bit like a Line 6 Spider, so I think let's move on from that unfortunate patch. Can't say I hate it, but certainly not my favorite or first choice amongst all the other absolute stunners that we've had so far. Lighthouse, we have a gate, compressor, invader. Greenback 25s, fairly dark. Delay, comp. Love it. Let's have a look. I really like this. It's very bitey. It's obviously clearly not really well designed for rhythm tones, but as far as a melodic oriented tone or a rhythm tone or a lead tone, absolutely love it. I can see myself playing heaps of more melodic or at the very least non-chordal material of this. Let's have a look at the neck pickup stuff. Yeah, wow, that delay just keeps going. It's very, very present, it's in your face, but thankfully, again, like any of these presets go, you can absolutely just pull that down, you can pull that feedback down, and suddenly it becomes a lot more manageable. Suddenly a lot more manageable. Okay, let's finish this up. We are getting close to the last presets. We have Orange Crush. Now, I'm not surprised if I see a... Oh, I am surprised then. I'm surprised I didn't see an orange amp in here. Anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. Auto wah, gate, pull the threshold up. TS808, switch axe league, fairly dark greenback 25s, but we've also got 2 pedals down the end. Let's have a look at what we have here. I'm of two minds about this. It's very, very trebly, but at the same time, it's got a little something to it. I certainly am not against this one. The thing is, all these presets are here for the purposes of providing a wide range of options within a fairly categorized notion, hence the categories. So don't expect to find a pop tone or something you could probably use in blues in this category. But there's a reason why we call it insane. It's because it's what's typically associated with very, very, very heavy metal, getting close to the doom or the deathcore or anything along those lines. Hence why, like, I'm seeing so many really awesome tones that kind of go down that route towards, at the very least, potentially Septic Flesh, Flesh God Apocalypse, all those kinds of really, really heavy bands, Rings of Saturn, any of those material that's just like, either very, very virtuosic or it's very, very rhythmically intense. So all of these are, you're probably noticing, very, very low, mid, and treble heavy. Anyway, let's have a look at this. We have Gate, Boost, Insane Satan, Greenback 25s, Delay and Comp. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's chuck that delay and that compressor in for some of that lead tone. That was on my bridge pickup. Holy wow, that is beautiful. Going into my neck pickup now, just so I can get some of that. Yeah, that delay just keeps going, but I'm in love with that for a lead tone. It's just in the perfect in-between of, melodic, but not too overly warm. Okay, let's finish up with Take the Time. I'm pretty sure this is a Dream Theater reference. TS808, just a little, pretty much zero drive, but with a fair bit of level and fairly bright tone, going into a tread plate, Mezza Boogie. Fairly high gain, high bass, high mid and treble, the dipped presence, slightly darker tone, delay is already in the tone. I'm trying really hard not to get sued here. But yeah, absolutely, I dig this. Let's take that delay off for a brief second, and let's make this tone darker. What do we have for a rhythm tone? And there you have it. As always, I've really enjoyed doing this. I'm going to be going through the remaining categories in the next couple of videos, which will be coming out soon. I don't have any more crazy hiatuses? Hiatus? Anyway, I don't have any weird crazy breaks coming up because I haven't decided to just work myself to the bone. So please look forward to the remaining categories and of course a final couple of videos on how to conceive of a tone inside your head, then make it happen in Bias Effects Professional 2. Thanks for joining me as always, and I hope to see you guys around at the next one.